So another session completed with BizGear today, and progress continues on the video library, but now we've got more players in the game. We had one guy who was pretty familiar with the Loom video recording process, but we've also had our purchasing coordinator developing some procedures. I mentioned this one a few videos back as well, in managing the back orders process, and so we've been working out how to produce the report and how to refine that report into the format that's going to be useful to use. So we've done that, and he's put together a procedure for how to do that, and also a Loom video on the steps to fire, and he actually showed me that video today, and it's great. It's a really handy tool. And he actually explained things quite well. So he said it took him a couple of takes, but he's happy with the final outcome, and it was good. It was so well done. The screen capture was there. There's a little bubble of him down the bottom where you can see him talking to you as he's taking you through the screenshots. It's quite a nice presentation format, the Loom format, in its current iteration. So that was constructive. The next step that we've got to take with that particular process is we've now got to present that to all of the key players involved, mainly the sales reps and the key purchasing people in the business, and get their feedback on what information they want from it and how they want to review it, because this is going to become an important part of their weekly operations meeting, which we also made a few little tweaks to the operations meeting agenda today. That's only just starting to happen in a more formal way. On the sales front, we're seeing some really promising progress there. We've had a few more of the client audit sheets come back, and in fact I saw 6 today, which is probably not even 10% of the volume that we're likely to see once we've been through all of our category 1 and 2 opportunities. And from that review, they've already identified opportunities. 3 of them had obvious opportunities to introduce new product ranges to their clients, and a couple of other things that have come out of those sheets are also more of an awareness of the seasonal events and activities of their clients and when they order particular things at particular times of year. So the reps have now got a better understanding of those things, so we're going to build that into the sales planning process. We're really getting to a point here where it would be nice to have a CRM. The problem with customer relationship management system, software system, the problem with CRMs is it's really hard to find a CRM that works the way you want to run your business and the way you want to interact with your clients. And there are so many different types of CRMs to manage different kinds of sales and marketing processes. And at the moment, to go on the journey of researching CRMs, testing a CRM, getting people actually into the groove of trying to use a CRM, and that's still even being experimental, because with CRM systems you just don't know what you've got until you've actually started using it and experiencing how useful they are, or it is. And it's just a distraction that we don't want right now. what we want is increased revenue, and we want it quickly. So that's really what we're focusing on, just keeping things simple. So for the moment, it's going to have to be spreadsheets, but they're working, and the team seems to be responding to that. Management's happy working with it. They're comfortable with it. So they're old school, and so they're happy. They're used to spreadsheets. That being said, though, we're still trying to refine these 90-day planning sheets. I physically drew it out on a piece of paper today, what it needs to look like. It's really simple, but yeah, this is the second week I've come back and been shown. I'm like, no, that's not what we talked about. So actually, in front of me, he edited up a new sheet, which was 90% spot on, and just needed a couple more little tweaks, because they've got a sales meeting scheduled for tomorrow, which also leads us into the sales meeting agenda. And so they ran their meeting last week using our software system, our meeting management system, and they like it, but they're still getting comfortable with exactly how to run a meeting and take proper minutes and follow an agenda and where to put the notes and how to set the action items, because their meeting process has been very much how the majority of small businesses have meetings. It's like we got to figure out some problems. We need to get together regularly, and so they decide, all right, let's have a weekly meeting, and once a week a bunch of team members get together and discuss what's annoying them and what they're going to do about it. Don't take any notes, and then come back the next week and hope that somebody's done something about it, and usually end up talking about the same problems again and again, because they haven't put a structure as to how they're going to implement or follow up, and there's not any accountability, which is what our approach to meetings fixes. And how you fix that is by having proper standard agenda, standard set of reports, action items, follow through on previous meetings minutes. This is how you get meetings to work. So they're getting used to that, and I'm pretty sure they will. They're keen to get things right, and they're seeing that what I've guided them through so far is actually it's changed attitudes. It's actually brought a little bit of excitement into the business, particularly on the sales side of things, but also into the office as well, because they can see that there's new energy in the business. They can also see that we're identifying opportunities for increased sales, which is really important for the business right now, because they're at a point where the revenue and overheads are just too close together. But we've got the resources there to expand that revenue side without needing to extend the overhead side, which is obviously what I've been focusing on with them. So yeah, they've got another sales meeting due to happen tomorrow. That it will be interesting to see what the minutes from that look like. I had a look at the minutes from last week's meeting, and there were notes there, and they'd obviously used it, but they hadn't used it to its full capability. The other thing that we've started looking at is some costings on a particular product line. One of their senior management people had questions around the profitability of a line. So there's a packaging line that they're providing to one very high profile, well-known Australian business. And this customer that's all they're buying, just one product in large volumes. And when you look at it directly, the direct gross profit percentage at the time of purchase is healthy, but then there's triple transport costs, there's storage costs because they're storing the products off site, and when you add all of the on costs together, what they've discovered is that they're basically running around doing a lot of work for this client for basically $500 a month profit, which in a multi-million dollar business, that's a lot of messy. I mean, this involves shipping containers, customs clearance, warehousing, the freight. It's a lot of effort to produce a $500 profit every month. So they've realised this, and we're going to look at reviewing how the delivery of the entire process for delivering that product to the client, see if we can make it work. But if they can't make it work at a more profitable rate, that could be a product line that may end up disappearing. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. But it's part of, they have a huge packaging offer. It's just that this one particular product is very specialised within their whole packaging range. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to be following that up over the next few weeks, and we're probably going to start actually looking into more of the packaging side of things as well, once we've got a bit of a rhythm going with the sales reps and their meetings and reporting. So I'll update you in the next one.